This is Adita Felt here. I'm at Evergreen Cemetery in Portland, Maine. And I'm here with my trusty, rusty watering can. I wanted to bring this watering can with me today because this is where I first met my great-grandfather, whose name was Charles Felt. And I first met him here about 50 years after he died. And I was here with my grandparents. This is where Grandpa Charlie is buried. I was here with my grandparents, and I was watering the faucet is way down the road here. This is a very heavy watering can. I bought this heavy watering can full of water up here, and I had planted some flowers right here where Grandpa Charlie is buried. And I went to pour the water, and I heard this man's voice say, "Boy, that really cold water feels really good on these thirsty old bones." And I jumped, and the watering can went flying, and the water went everywhere, and I had to go back down the road and get more water. And on the way down, I thought, whose voice was that? What was that all about? And I came back. My grandparents were over here, and they were putting flowers in over here. And I came back and I said, "Who's buried over there?" And they said, oh, my grandfather said, "Well, my father's buried there." And so that's how I got to meet my great-grandfather, Charles Felt. I later found all these newspaper clippings where he had been interviewed by the newspapers in Portland, and he had this really strange sense of humor, which perfectly matched what happened to me here on this family plot. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I wanted to tell you how you can make contact with your family members who have passed to the other side. I really don't think there's a time limit. I've talked to Great-Grandpa Charlie, who's now been gone 70 years or more, and he still comes in and I still talk with him. What I suggest you do is to go to some place that has a great deal of importance in your family gestalt or your family memories. And it may be your family plot, it may be the church where everybody used to go to worship on Sundays or Saturdays, it may be where your parents were married, if you want to talk to your parents, it may be the old homestead. Whatever place speaks to you strongly about your relationship with the loved ones you're trying to reach, go to that place and make yourself available. What I do when I come here to my family plot is I sit down on the ground and I just sit on the ground with my hands on my knees open, and I invite my grandparents and my great-grandparents to come in and talk with me. And sometimes I do this just because I feel like talking to them because I haven't talked to them in a while. Sometimes I do it because I'm having a problem or an issue and I want some advice. And you don't have to just do this in your family plot or in your family home. You can also do it in your bedroom or during a meditation session. But I think it helps the first few times you do it to connect in a place where you really feel tied to those people that you're trying to connect with. And that's why I'm suggesting the family plot. I hope that you'll give this a try because I think it's really important to stay connected to our loved ones who passed to the other side, our parents, our grandparents, aunts, uncles, and especially pet people. Well, I call them fur people most of the time, but especially our pets who have passed to the other side. I have found that very often when I do readings for people, their pets are the first people to come through, and they're not buried in the cemetery here, but they do care about us, and we do want to maintain connections with our fur friends. And that's it for today. Hope you try it. Bye.